it's Tina and I am back, and I am here with a fun get ready with me video featuring this fall inspired look. And I'm actually using a single palette. Well, I did bring in blend-in shades and a couple of highlight shades, but I'm using this palette from Pur Cosmetics, the Transformation palette. And I just happened upon this in Ulta yesterday, like literally yesterday. I went in and saw it in Ulta and I'm like, oh my god. I just swatched it and this orange shade blew my mind. And it's actually kind of insane because I really did pick the palette up because of that shade. Can you imagine? Now the other shades are fine, and these three are cream shadows and cream face products, which I'm not big on. But these shades are so beautiful, and it's kind of extreme for me to just pick up a palette because one shade blew me away. But I had to use it today, so I filmed this look and I actually timed myself so you can see how long it actually took me from start to finish to go through getting ready. So if you want to see this fun, fall-inspired get ready with me, then stay tuned and I'll talk to you soon. Hey there guys, good morning. So I am starting off with a fresh face, and today I am timing myself, so it's 7:56. Let's see how quickly we can get through this. So I'm starting off with my skin prep. This is the La Prairie Skin Caviar Essence and Lotion, and it's literally a lightweight gel type lotion that moisturizes your skin, it hydrates it, it gives it a little bit of zhuzh in the morning, so I'm applying that directly to my skin. And then I'm going in with a little bit of lip balm. This is the Glam Glow Pout Mud Wet Lip Balm Treatment. So I'm just applying that because outside is getting colder and colder and I need to keep my lips from getting chapped. Then I'm applying my primer around my brows to pep my brows for the brow products that I'm going to go in with. And then I'll work that through my brows using my handy dandy brow toothbrush. I'll go in now with my Urban Decay Brow Beater brow pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. I love this brow pencil. I think I say that in every video, but it's my favorite brow pencil, and I just use it to outline my brows, create the shape that I am going for, and extend the tail part of my brow that always needs filling in. Then I'll go in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion and apply that directly to my lids. This is going to seal in the oils and help prevent our eyeshadows from creasing. And then I'll go in with my Paula Flat Eye Definer Brush to work the brow pencil through my brows. This is going to soften any lines that we created and just give it a softer, more natural effect. And then I'll grab my Dior 3D Brow Kit in the shade Dark and get just a little bit of the lightest powder and apply it directly to my brows, to those sparse areas, just to fill them in a little bit more. Now I'm going in with another skincare product which is also going to act as a primer. This is the Josie Maran Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm, and I just picked this up and I wanted to see how it worked. It is meant to be a skincare step, and it's also meant to be a makeup primer, so it's like a multi-use product, and I'm trying it out as a primer, and it does feel like a thicker creamy balm, and I'm just pressing it into my skin, and it doesn't leave a tacky or sticky finish at all, so I'll let you know how that works out for me. Now I'm grabbing my Sephora Collection Gel Serum Concealer in the shade Caramel, and I just apply that directly beneath my brows, and I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills No. 18 concealer brush to blend this beneath my brows and help to create a sharp defined line. This is just covering up any stray hairs that weren't tweezed. It's giving me a highlight, and it's also acting as a little bit of a makeup base as I blend it down onto my lids using my Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush. Now I'm going to go in and set that concealer down in my blend-in and transition area using my Makeup Forever M650 Cookie. This is just a matte caramelly shade, and I'm buffing that in my crease using an Eddie Funkhauser large crease brush. And I'm just buffing that product in my crease area to help absorb any excess moisture from the concealer, and this is going to help blend our shades out. Now I'm grabbing the palette that I spoke about in the introduction. This is the Transformation palette from Pur Cosmetics. It's their Sculpting Eyeshadow and Cheek palette, and the shade that I am using is Rework, which is that bold bright orange shade. And they spell it as W-E-R-K, which is like work, girl, work. So yeah, keeping funky with it. I'm just blending that in my crease area using a Smith Cosmetics blending brush. And then I'm going in with a clean Hakuhodo J5523 brush and blending around the edges. So I blended the shade onto my outer and inner crease area, and then I'm going in with a clean brush and blending around the edges to make sure that we fade that color out. And it blended really nicely in my crease. Now I'm grabbing the bright gold shade. This one is Ulta, and it's just a shimmery yellow gold. And I dampened my brush with my Smashbox Primer Water. This is my Rite Aid Synthetic Eyeshadow brush. And I'm just popping that color directly on the center of my lids and then blending out the edges into that orange. Now this color is a little intense, so it's going to take some blending out. So I'm going back in with the orange shade Rework from the palette and going around the edge of the color and building up that orange even more and just blending it in with that bright gold on the center of the lid. Now I'll go back in with my Eddie Funkhauser blending brush and just blend around the edges further to make sure that we don't have any harsh lines. I'm going back in with the Rite Aid eyeshadow brush and blending out the edges where it got a little harsh on the lid, and I'm just trying to make sure that that bright gold pop in the center blends with that orange on the outer and inner lid area. Now we're going in with our foundations. I'm actually using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in the shade Cool Golden. And I'm also going to mix that in with some of my Hourglass Stick Foundation, the Vanishing Stick Foundation in the shade Amber. And I'm just applying a couple swipes of each foundation and then blending it out using my Marc Jacobs large face brush. This is the number 3 brush, and this brush allows you to blend foundation so quickly over your skin because it is so large. And I really like these foundations together. The Anastasia Beverly Hills one is a little bit drier and can tug on your skin and settle into fine lines. But if you mix it in with the Hourglass one, which is much more moisturized and a little smoother, they actually work pretty well together. Now I'm going in with my concealer. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Coverage Concealer in the shade Neutral Dark. I apply that directly under my eyes. And then I'll go in with a damp beauty blender and just tap around the edges of that concealer and also make sure I get right along my lash line area just to cover up my dark circles because a girl is busy with school and work. I get tired. I'm going back into the palette and I'm grabbing the shimmery champagne shade. This one is called Original and it's a pinky champagne, and I'm just popping that on the inner tear duct area for a little bit of boldness and a little bit of brightness. I went back in with a smaller domed brush with a little bit of my Smashbox Primer Water just to intensify the shimmer of that color. And then I'll go back in with the orange shade and a little blending brush just to make sure that everything blends in. And again, we have no harsh lines. And I'm just building up color where I think I need it and going back in with the Eddie Funkhauser brush just to blend around the edges. Because what? We don't want any harsh lines, so blend that out. Now I'm going into one of my quads with my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. This is the shade Mirage, which is one of my favorite brow highlight shades, and I'm just going to apply that directly beneath my brows using my MAC 252 blending brush. I love this shade. You should really check this one out from Makeup Geek. Now I'm going in with a eyelash primer. This is from L'Oreal. I'm really loving this primer, guys, and it's in the drugstore, so it's not that expensive, and of course you can use coupons and get a little discount, but I'm applying it to my lashes before I go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this primer really helps to grab onto the mascara and make your lashes even longer and even fuller, and it actually almost makes the mascara a bit more long-wearing and almost waterproof. It's not waterproof, but it does add to the longevity and wear of your mascara. Now I'm going in and setting my foundation in place with my powder. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation in the shade Medium Dark Golden. And I'm just going to buff that over my skin using a flat top kabuki brush from Hakuhodo. And I'm just pressing that into my skin in areas that I know I get ultra oily. So I'm setting everything in place, and yeah, everything looks copacetic. I love that word. I always use that word. What's wrong with me? Anyway, going back to the eyes, I'm going back into the palette, and I'm grabbing the Rework shade, again, that orangey shade, on a MAC 242 small shader brush, and I'm applying that directly to my lower lash line area. And then I'm going to grab the shade Metamorphosis, which is a dark burgundy shade. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it comes off mostly matte, and I'm going to darken up the lower lash line even more with this color. And these shades really blend easily together. They apply nicely and they blend out nicely. I really am surprised that I really like this palette that much. I'm going back in with a small blend-in brush and just blending around the edges of that color so we don't have any harshness. Now we'll go in and apply our lower lash line mascara. This is my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara, and you have to do the open mouth for applying your mascara. It's just a prerequisite. And then I'm going in with a dark brown liner for my lower waterline area. This is the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Damsel, and it's such a beautiful creamy dark brown, and it applies beautifully on my lower lash line. And now I'm going in with my blush. This is one of my Makeup Revolution blushes. This is the shade Nude, and I love this blush. I've been using this a lot because it's just a subtle blush and it applies nicely and blends out evenly, and it doesn't look too stark on my skin. So I'm just blending that out using my Zoeva blush brush. Now I'm grabbing this highlighter from MAC. This is the Otherworldly Mineralized Skin Finish. It came out in the summertime. It's just a swirl of bronze, pink, and silver. I'm using the bronzy and pink shades, mixing them together and applying them to my cheeks using my MAC 133 small cheek brush. I love this brush. Now I'm going in with this shade from NARS. It's one of their pressed powders. This is the shade Valley, and I'm applying that to the hollows of my cheeks using my Urban Decay small contour brush. This is the Contour Definition F109 brush, and I'm just giving a little bit of dimension to my cheeks. Now for a lip color, I'm going in with a Ultra Satin Lip from ColourPop. This is in the shade Tansy, and I removed the excess lip balm from off my lips first before I apply this lip color so it wouldn't interfere with the formula. And I'm just going to apply this lip color directly to my lips. It's a caramelly brown shade, and this is their Ultra Satin formula, which is not as dry as their ultra matte lips, and it doesn't cake up and flake off like that one does. So if you're trying any of their liquid lipsticks, definitely go for the Ultra Satin lip colors instead. And that is going to finish it up. I think I did good with time. It is now 8:32. So I took almost 40 minutes to get ready. So now I know I need 45 minutes extra to get ready in the morning. But here's the overall look. And I really love how it turned out. And it's a nice, simple, fall-inspired look. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this get ready with me video. I really enjoyed putting this together, and I don't typically put makeup on in the mornings anymore before I go to work because it takes time, and I wanted to actually time myself to see how much time I would need if I was going to actually try to do makeup every morning. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will leave a full list of the products used down below in the description box as usual, as well as links to my Instagram and Twitter where you can follow me along. And until my next video guys, which will be very soon, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.